Hey, Hawks fans, welcome back to the Hawks Report Card. We've got a great win to review. Um, Getting ticked off the top four. Unfortunate the rain came at quarter time because Hawthorn looked really good in the first quarter, especially Jack Gunston. Finding Jack Gunston was quite easy, looked too easy. But yeah, the rain came and then sort of Jack couldn't mark, and the kicking was a little bit obviously with the wet weather. But yeah, just unfortunate. Probably needed another 6, 7 goals, but still a good win in them conditions. 62 point win, keeping them to 6-9. Probably that goal on the halftime siren just might have dampened things down a little bit because we'd keep them quite low by that stage. But yeah, and we obviously ended up missing a few goals in that last quarter, like Josh Weddle and Jai Newcomb and that, and even Will Day missed one. A pretty easy goal. But special mention to Jack Gunston, obviously playing his 300th, and what a start to his 300th. He just marked and kicked straight. Everything looked too easy. It looked like it was going to be a blinding 300. I reckon if it didn't, he probably would have had up to 10 shots at goal. So you can imagine he could have kicked 6, 7, a good amount of goals. But what a great career he's had so far. Be sensational if Hawthorn could cap off another premiership with him involved. And the other talking point out of the night was obviously Wizards' mark. I mean, there were players there that couldn't even mark it on their chest, taking chest marks because of the rain. And then this little man jumps up and does that unbelievable mark. And yeah, he went back and slotted the goal from 50. What a player. I mean, he's had a couple of down weeks, even though he got the 20 possessions last week, he didn't hit the scoreboard at all. But yeah, he's just amazing little player. He can just about do anything on a footy field. The Moja stats differential there, you can see pretty even. We had just 6 more disposals, but 40 more kicks. We kicked a little bit more. They sort of handballed under pressure and did some silly mistakes. We had 20 more inside 50s than them, but pretty much they won the hitouts as well. And the clearances is pretty close, and also the contested and uncontested. But yeah, overall looked like a pretty even game on the scoreboard from them stats, but the scoreboard told us another thing. Hawthorn way more efficient. Let's get on to the first player, Harry Morrison. Had 20 touches. I think he's quite suited to the wet conditions. He's sort of courageous enough to put his head over the ball when he needs to. And yeah, for him to get 20 disposals, 14 kicks, and get 350 metres gained, it's quite a good. You got an AFL score of 80, which is quite acceptable for a wingman. Yeah, he got 3 6.5s. It was a good game from Harry, who's really solidified his spot in the team. I mean, a lot of people would have been thinking he'd be gone by this time of year, but yeah, he's definitely not by a long way by the worst player. So he's going to have a finals campaign. Mitch Lewis took 10 marks, got 14 disposals, kicked the 2 goals. It was a brilliant mark, that first one. That while it was dry, that was a fantastic mark. Jumped early, and yeah, it was a really strong mark. But then he adapted to the conditions, took the chest marks. Just unfortunate that for some reason in that last quarter he tried to take it up on the hands where he could have easily just taken another step back and taken it on the chest. He would have got 3 straight. He would have had a big night. That's the big night in them conditions. But 290 metres gained, he got an AFL score of 82, so you know he's doing pretty well for a forward to get that much. And all of us, including the special guest Ash, she gave Mitchell Lewis a 7 as well. So definite pass mark there for Mitch Lewis. John Newcomb obviously got the sling tackle done to him late in the last quarter, so it was a bit worrying sign there because you could clearly see his head hit the ground. Not sure why Harley was. The game was over. I'm not sure what point he was trying to prove by doing all that nonsense stuff, but yeah, for Jai to come back there, he had the 13. He had kicked it more, obviously under the conditions, but he got a few clearances. His AFL score's still down for an A grade midfielder. That's pretty low, but kicked the goal. So he got 2 7s, and Ash gave him a 6.5. It's a really good game by Jai. Jarman Impey a little bit better. 2 6s and a 5.5 there. He sort of wasn't a night for intercept marking, especially the way Jarman marks up on the hands. It was quite slippery and tricky. You can see there his AFL score is right down for a player of his calibre, but he still had the 10 kicks. He got 300 metres gained, so it's definitely a pass mark. But yeah, hopefully in the finals he should have his confidence high, flying high and no holding back hopefully in better conditions. The Wizard, what else can you say? Look at that. He didn't play the last quarter. He didn't play the last few minutes of the third quarter either. He could have had five. If, imagine the amount of inside 50s Hawthorn had in that last quarter. You'd imagine he would have had a couple more shots at goal anyway. And he was a little bit unlucky with that. The point that he kicked, the siren had gone, so he sort of couldn't do what he usually does. But yeah, what a fantastic game. Got that guy from the Brisbane Lions, formerly Brisbane Lion player. He tried to sort of take him out of the game, but it didn't work. Electrifying, and that mark just says everything about him. 3 sevens there, and he got a super tag attached to that for that mark, and his goals is just really good play. James Sicily, 3 sevens, got the 500, nearly 600 metres there, big game, 16 kicks. That's what he's known for. His kicking, his intercept marking wasn't on display as much because of the conditions. It just wouldn't allow it. You just couldn't risk trying to intercept mark it, so you had to spoil it. But a really good game from James Sicily. Yeah, he had a shot at goal early, could have kicked it, just got touched, almost got shepherded through, but just got touched. Would have capped off a really big game, but still a very consistent game from start to finish for James. Dylan Moore back into it. He got into our top runners again this week. I think Josh Battle I forgot the slide, but I think Josh Battle did the most running. So Dylan Moore, I think, was second. Got close to 15 Ks anyway. Got 22 disposals. Kicked that goal, nice little snap around the corner. I think his was in the dry, so hit that goal. But yeah, after that, he sort of, you could see the efficiency was down, but he had a lot of contested ball and little chip kicks out of the packs and stuff like that. He got an AFL score of almost 100, so it's pretty good. 500 metres gained from Dylan is pretty good. So you got 2 sevens and a 6.5 from Ash. Connor McDonald, a better game from him. He had to pick up the slack from last week. He probably just a bit disappointed with his output. And to get 23 disposals and 17 kicks, 450 metres gained, he had a quick snap at goal, just missed it. But you can see there, you got the 6 marks, the 5 tackles. He's pretty much involved in everything. You got an AFL score of over 100, so it's a pretty good game. So we got 3 7.5s there. Carl Amon is one who's a little bit of a worry. He hasn't come back as sharp as we hope he'd be after that knee soreness and the operation he had. Hopefully, with this week off, he'll get a bit of pep in his step and he'll show a little bit more crisp kicking. His kicking's been a little bit off, so hopefully that sharpens up. Evie still gave him a 6. I'll give him a 5, and Ash gave him a 5.5. But the 8 kicks, 3 or 4 of them are probably from the kick out from the point. So just needs to get more involved. And yeah, his offense, we really need his offense, and especially in a big game from Carl. Will Day played a really good game, hit the scoreboard. He pretty much did everything. You can see there with them stats. Pretty good, 23 disposals. He wasn't up on the ground for as long as we thought he might have been. He sort of had a bit of time off. 23 disposals, 16 kicks. It's good. He's kicking it more. He got the 5 marks. A couple of them contested in the wet were good. And he obviously gets involved with his tackling, 3 tackles, and the score of, he kicked 2 goals, 1. He could have kicked 3. He was just a little bit inaccurate that last kick, but 400 metres gained, almost broke 100 for the AFL score, and clearly there he's got 3 7.5s, one of Hawthorn's highest rated players. Blake Hardwick, Mr. Reliable, he loved the conditions. He was probably one of the ones smiling, and for him to have 16 kicks, 525 metres gained, 5 marks, 4 tackles, he's involved in everything. Got an AFL score for a back pocket of 91. That's pretty good. And the great thing about him was when they took the Wizard out the first time, he got involved, and then that guy, I'm not sure of his name, from the West Coast, thought he'd challenge him in a physical test, and he got ragdolled by Blake. It was just like shell and peas for him, putting him in his place. But yeah, he's such a strong competitor. That bloke probably hadn't done his homework when he challenged him, but he just played a great game, Blake, and very safe. It doesn't matter the conditions. He's a very safe player. Mr. Reliable, we call him. Massimo, he's probably could have, if there was a dry, you imagine his kicking was just a little bit off, trying to, them little kicks around the corners and stuff like that doesn't work in the wet. And he kicked a lovely snap goal and got taken off him. Got 3 in a row taken off us in that quarter. But so you can see 300 metres gained, that's not much for Massimo. And yeah, no marks. He went for his marks, but he just couldn't mark it in them conditions. He only got an AFL score of 62, so you know where he's at with that. That's not much of a involvement. You got a 5, a 5.5, and a 6 right across the board there for Massimo. Lloyd Meek, their ruckman's quite a good ruckman. So Meek, in his 100th game, was challenged, had a big challenge in front of him, and he definitely took that on. I thought he played really well. He was very combative. We lost the hit outs, but he got a lot of clearances when that guy did win the hit out and stuff like that. And yeah, for him to get 16 disposals and 7 kicks, you just get in the wet conditions. You want the ball going your way. You want it going forward. And when he got it, that's what he did. And 3 sevens there for Lloyd Meek. Marbia Chol, this was a real worrying sign, especially coming when we had the Brisbane game, and now he's had this one too. Like in between the Collingwood game, he was okay, but then you just can't. It's virtually playing a man short. I mean, he does quite well when he goes into the second ruck, but we need him taking them marks. Like one mark in them conditions is going to be hard after quarter time, but we need him doing more than that. That's just a nothing game. It's just whether you don't. He's sort of an MCG player to me. He plays really well there. And just as soon as he goes away from there, he's sort of a different player. But yeah, we need way more out of him if we're going to challenge Fremantle. That's for sure. Jack Gunston, superstar. There we go. 8 kicks. Spewing, they took that goal. I thought it would have been 6 straight in his 300th. That's pretty good. And like I said, if it had not rained, I'd imagine he would have had upwards of close to 10 shots at goal. So what a player. Hawthorn's so lucky. It's at his age, he's still such a good threat, offensive threat. And to kick 5 goals in your 300th, you can't ask for much more than that. He got 3 sevens there with the superstar badge. Josh Weddle, another quiet game there. He only got 123 metres gained. He had a shot at goal in the last quarter that he didn't score from. Yeah, it's hard to work out where he's at. Look at that, 11 disposals, just 6 kicks. He took the 4 marks and the 6 tackles. He was definitely involved. Did a bit of second ruck in the back line as well. But, when he's known for his offense, getting the ball under his arm and taking off, it's harder in them conditions, but at least bombing it. 123 metres is 2 kicks for Josh Weddle. So he got an AFL score of 67. So he's quite combative for his little output, but yeah, he got 2 5s and a 5.5 and just a pass mark there for Josh Weddle. Josh Battle didn't have much to do all game, really. Shanahan, I virtually didn't see him touch the ball. So them 2 guys down there took care of the 2 big boys. I think they kicked 1 goal between them. So Battle and Barras did a fantastic job. But when he was required, he had to do what he had to do. But yeah, a bit of an easier game for Josh Battle. So nice little freshen up for him. 2 6s and a 5 from finish. Josh Ward, you can see there he had the 24 disposals, but only 188 metres gained. He got an AFL score of 92, so that's pretty good for our midfielders. If they all get around that, I mean, we're going to be hard to beat most weeks, but we just had a few up and downs. 3 marks, a couple of tackles there, but he was quite clean. He didn't fumble as much as some of the other midfielders, but yeah, just get them meters up, get the ball under your arm and take a bit of territory, and then nice little kick. You got 2 sevens and a 7.5 from the guest, Ash. Cam McKenzie, he was one who did fumble. He got caught, was out clear and then just could not pick up the ball. But when he did get it, got it in his hands, you can see there, 360 metres gained. It's quite good. But he only got an AFL score of 54 for a midfielder. That's below par. I'm not sure how he really got a pass mark because, we need more. If you're going up against Fremantle in 2 weeks' time, that ain't going to cut the mustard. But I'm pretty sure he struggled against Carlton in the wet last time. So he's maybe a dry weather footballer, but hopefully, we're going to get better conditions, but it might suit Fremantle more than us anyway. But Evie went 5.5, Fish 6, and a 6.5 from Ash. Jack Dalton had his moments in that first half, dropped a couple of chest marks. But yeah, it would have been good if he just capped off that goal in the last quarter. It's dead in front, easy shot, but yeah, he just missed it. And yeah, there's not much to say because he didn't get to do much at all. He probably had a lot of time, not as much time on ground as the others. Got an AFL score of 63, which is quite good, better than Cam McKenzie. But Yeah, so I got a 2 5s and a 5.5 there for Jack Dalton. Obviously, with Ginnivan coming back this week or next game, Jack Dalton's probably going to see him at Box Hill, I'll imagine. I'm not sure who the first reserves or the reserves would be, but I'm not sure whether they'll play at Werribee or not. But just see if they hold one or two back. Tom Barras, fantastic. You see the big spoils. I mean, he loved them conditions. It's early, he took the marks when it was dry, but then when it got slippery and that, he just kept spoiling it. It was shell and peas for them. You can see there he got a -7 in metres gained, so he went backwards a little bit with his possessions. But what a fantastic player, spoiler. What a great pickup from Hawthorn to identify him as a big full back, big man to get past. Max Beattie, he had a really good game. 15 disposals, 11 of them kicks, and 4 of them were shots at goal, which were really good. He kicked 2 goals too. Nice little snap on the left. The second one, it was a really good goal, and that was in the pouring rain. He got 300 metres gained. I thought he did more tackling than that, the one tackle, so he didn't put much pressure on. But yeah, he was quite good and quite clean. He got a AFL score of 66, which is pretty good for a small forward in his third game or second game. So he got 3 6.5s there from Max Beattie, and I'm pretty sure he's keeping his spot. Bailey McDonald, another one, didn't have much to do after half time. The ball sort of didn't go in much. And when it did go in, it was like probably a horrific turnover. He just had that one time when he was one out in the back line and he just sort of collapsed on the guy, sort of just panicked a little bit and gave away the free kick and he got the goal. But yeah, other than that, I think he was pretty good and he sort of, most things went forward, so it was pretty good. He got an AFL score of 83, which is really good for him. That's really high. He got 250 metres gain. You can see why other teams would want him because he looks like he's got so much more to offer with that run. But it'd be interesting. He definitely hasn't signed at Hawthorn yet, but I'm pretty sure he's in the finals, so he'll be playing for us in the finals. We'll see how he goes. But yeah, maybe Hawthorn probably still want to see him under extreme pressure and see how he handles it. Let's go to Ashes, the guest. Top 3. She's gone Will Day, best on ground. Jack Gunston, 2, the milestone man. Blake Hardwick, Mr. Reliable, got 1 vote. And Connor McDonald got a special mention there with his really good bounce back game, but he needs to do that against the top teams, Connor. Fish, he's gone Will Day on top. Blake Hardwick, I think it's just nearly the same, isn't it? Blake Hardwick 2. Jack Gunston got 1, and I gave special mention to Wiz for that mark and the 3 goals. I'd imagine if he'd played the last quarter, he would have got upwards of close to 20 possessions there and probably kicked another 1 or 2 goals to add it on with his mark. And the other 3 goals he got, it was a really, really good game for little impact. Evie, she's gone Will Day, no surprise there. Jack Gunston 2, Wizard 1, and Connor McDonald got a special mention. Evie and I would like to, at this stage, that's the end of our home and away season, so we've got to prepare for finals. And yeah, it's been a fantastic season doing this with Evie. She misses a lot with her schoolwork and stuff like that, but we've really enjoyed doing it, and hopefully we've got some great finals games to review. So until then, we thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and share it or whatever you do. And thank you very much. We'll see you after the Fremantle game. Go Hawks.